All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move couldn't free him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And a dump off to White. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Not getting so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The familiar refrain, Brady to Gronk for the New England first. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Four down! Double.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Bell so light on his feet. And all the way down to the 42. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
What's up? 59, what's up? Take 2 of them. What's up? 4 down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set! Blue 30. 4 down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And Big Ben breaks a tackle, gets outside, and makes another play, huh? We've seen this from him plenty of times. It's not the first 3 seconds of a play for him.
It's the next 3.
That's when the big plays occur.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Blue 30. Take 2 of them. 77. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for a loss of 5. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the ball, and then they have a better chance to win again this week.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. This is one. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brady to throw on second down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out come the Steelers. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run. This is White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
All right, let's go get it now, all right? 4 down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Four down. Takes both of them. Focus. 24.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
66.
Again, it's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and that makes the score 21-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go! Let's go!
Brady now on first down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep up, and this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Again, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They slot Gronkowski out right.
Here we go! Wait!
The final shot before half for Brady. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third and short. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
29. Out wide. Check 99. Check 99.
A final shot before break. Brady. And now another one thrown incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw is Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Brady now to throw. He's going to fire one deep. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big...
Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. A little juke. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Edelman. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And that one results in 35 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll rifle this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And shutting through the tackle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. Kings.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going deep for Brown. Pout. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Now he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go, let's go. That's 22, 44. Solid, takes both of them. Takes both of them.
On the counter, here's Bell. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
All right, here we go, here we go.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Four down. Check. 86 to man. Watch it. Cut!
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Double. Four down. Big. Jack 16.
This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he slings one that's incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. And he fends him off. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the toss, here's White. And some room to run now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second down, here's Brady. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Now Brady on the bootleg, rolling to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down. Wait, 20. Wide, 80.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got room. Tom Brady flashing the mobility, scrambling there for a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Check it.
Brady to throw on second down. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Here's White. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he stopped immediately there. And now White, not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. They'll step aside. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Brady. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
These two. Mike.
They'll go again with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And some room to work. And now running right through it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
4 down. Take 2 Snickers, 66. Snickers, 66.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. LeGarrette Blount, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
Let's go! 29, Alpha!
On play action, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Here we go! Here we go! Alpha!
On first down, Brady. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. And Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Set! White 80! 44, 22, 44. 77, 77. 59, what's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Set! Black 80!
Roethlisberger steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Set. 80. 22 and 44. Hurry up, let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there. Just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20! Alabama, 380! Regular.
Brady going to look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Like 20! Like 20! Right, we set!
Brady now on first down. Going deep here for Edelman. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Brady going to throw here, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to go back to Edelman, and that'll bring up second down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
No, 66. Like 20.
Brady will try again on second down. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Black 80. 2 of them. 50. Focus. Double.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
What's up? 59, what's up? 22, more. Black 30. Hurry up, let's go. Black it.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.